We spend almost all of our waking hours striving, right? I mean, we're always chasing goals, climbing those corporate ladders, just hustling for that next big win or personal milestone. But what if we've completely misunderstood the very nature of achievement? Today, we're diving into this explainer by looking at a genuinely fascinating piece of work called The Hidden Shadows of Success. And it suggests something pretty wild, that the unseen side of achievement is actually driving our behavior in ways we don't even consciously realize. So let me ask you this. Are you actually afraid of failing? I want you to take a second and really think about it. Society constantly tells us that the fear of failure is this massive universal obstacle. It's the monster under the bed for every ambitious person, right? We read endless books on how to overcome it. But what if I told you that for a lot of us, the honest answer to that question might actually be no? What if failure is actually kind of comfortable, simply because it's incredibly familiar? Okay, let's get into Section 1, the success paradox, confronting the contradiction. There is this glaring contradiction that we're basically living with every single day. On one side, your conscious mind desperately chases the win. That's the part of you setting alarms, making those vision boards, putting in the long hours, and verbally telling literally everyone your goals. But quietly, and honestly very powerfully, your subconscious harbors a secret fear of succeeding. It acts like an anchor, just pushing that success away. I mean, why on earth would our own mind sabotage the very thing we say we want the most? Which brings us to Section 2, the hidden shadows, exploring the unseen. The hidden shadows of success. This isn't just a clever title. It's actually a really profound psychological realization. Let's take a moment to let the weight of those words settle. We are universally conditioned to think of success as just pure light. Basking in the glow of victory, stepping out into the bright spotlight. But basic physics tells us that whenever a bright light shines on a solid object, a shadow is inevitably cast. And the same is absolutely true for human psychology. A hidden shadow isn't just some vague, poetic idea. It is the unseen psychological weight, the concealed realities, and the negative implications that inherently accompany achievement. Success isn't just this glowing light you get to magically step into. It casts a dark, concealed reality that we're almost never prepared for. And why? Mostly because absolutely nobody ever talks about the downside of winning. Let's move on to Section 3, your secret fear, the intimate paradox. Why you're secretly afraid of succeeding. Notice the heavy emphasis on that word secretly. It's a secret because, well, you'd sound absolutely crazy if you said it out loud at a dinner party. Imagine just telling someone, oh, I'm actually terrified of getting exactly what I want. But this secret fear is the ultimate trigger for our self-sabotage. It's the hidden reason we suddenly procrastinate on that big pitch, or conveniently forget to send a crucial email, or even pick a fight right before a major personal breakthrough. Unpacking this fear really brings us face to face with 4 massive, intimidating realities. First up, the arrival of unseen expectations. Once you win, the bar is permanently raised. Suddenly, people just expect that elevated level of performance from you every single time. Second is the crushing pressure of maintaining the win. Getting to the mountaintop is one thing, but staying there while everyone tries to knock you off, that's a completely different, totally exhausting game. Third, we have the inevitable loss of the familiar. Success changes your life. It fundamentally alters your daily routine, your social status, maybe even your closest relationships. And human brains, well, they hate losing the familiar, even if that familiar space is just mediocrity. And finally, the isolation of the spotlight. The higher you climb, the fewer people there are who genuinely understand your specific, unique pressures. So these are the hidden shadows. This is the heavy baggage of achievement that you're actually dreading when your subconscious mind suddenly hits the brakes. When you put all of those psychological realities together, you arrive at this really stark realization. We assume we fear the fall, but we are terrified of the heights. This completely resolves that uncomfortable paradox we established right at the start. Because falling is actually kind of simple. You hit the ground, you dust yourself off, get some sympathy from your friends, and you try again. It's a narrative we are all highly trained in. But the heights? Oh man, the heights are dizzying. There's way less oxygen up there. There's a much longer way down, and suddenly all eyes are on you to see if you can balance on the wire. So as we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a provocative thought to turn the mirror back on yourself. What does your shadow look like? What are these specific, unseen pressures and hidden realities that you're avoiding by playing it safe right now? Because until you're brave enough to shine a light on that exact secret fear, well, you might just keep standing in your own way. Thanks so much for joining me today. Keep digging into these concepts, and I'll catch you next time.